after a fantastic morning catching up with Home Free family from Australia, Worldschooling family. We had an absolute ball, and now we're heading into Tintagel Castle. Absolutely beautiful down here as we start to explore Tintagel. I'm going to get that wrong so many times on this video. Tintagel. So Tintagel is actually, it means between two fjords, or two rocky ledges. Right.
I think it was actually.
History and legend are entwined on this rocky headland, which has been long connected with the story of King Arthur. Apparently he was conceived here. So it's pretty cool. You're gonna have to climb some stairs. Oh wow, beautiful. And yeah, I'm puffing because you wouldn't want to come here with a big busload of tourists behind you or in front of you, because you're gonna have to try and get past them on a very skinny ledge. Occupied since at least the late Roman period, Tintagel became a thriving Dark Age settlement and port. We are currently standing in the island courtyard of the castle. In October 1242, servants and tradesmen were busy bringing deliveries and food and barrels of wine, preparing for a feast. This must be. On your right is the Great Hall, used for dining, receiving guests and holding court. Beyond are the buttery and pantry, and also the kitchens where sumptuous food is prepared. Absolutely stunning. In the 12th century, Geoffrey of Monmouth named it as the place where the legendary Arthur was conceived. It was most certainly this link to the legendary hero that inspired Richard, Earl of Cornwall, to build his classic castle here in the 1230s. What a great view. So while I'm out of the wind, I just thought I'd tell you, this was like where the party was at. Back in the day, yeah, everyone was coming here, sailing in from like all the Mediterranean countries, and this was their Ibiza. Oh yeah, baby. There's massive amounts of pottery and artifacts and everything found here through the archaeological findings and studies, and they reckon there is like, how many times? 7 times or something, the rest of Britain more found here on this island area of Tintagel. And just while I remember to tell you, the town of Tintagel was actually known as Trevina once upon a time. So this is Merlin's Cave, and it is tide dependent whether you can get down here, but it's actually not, it doesn't cost, you don't have to have bought a ticket to get into Tintagel. You can actually come down here to the beach where it is without having a ticket. So this is pretty cool. It smells very salty. Yes, no, how squishy are we? Ooh. Squidgy midgy. What do you do when you're halfway through dinner and the gas runs out? And we thought that we would make it back to home base, but no. Luckily, our stand-in camping gas to the rescue. Sausage is currently underway. Potatoes not far behind. It might be a little bit, and the veggies still need to be cooked. So it might be a while before dinner, guys, but at least we're eating tonight. Bring out the pate. We're off exploring Bath and thinking of you, Sarah, as a little narrowboat goes behind us. And we've got a squirrel too, haven't we? Oh, the dodge is trying to catch him. Oh. So this morning we left Tintagel. To think about that before I started filming. And it was lovely. So we stayed in the van park last night there. It was really nice. You know, usual expense. Got all cleaned up, all beautiful and clean. And smelling good. And we got the gas sorted straight away this morning so that you don't leave those things outstanding while you're on the road. And now that'll do us right through till we're finished anyway. So it's good to know that one's loaded and ready to go for next year. So here we go to look at Bath. Not half a bar.
Funny, you did your haircut.
So we're currently actually walking over a bridge, which reminds me of the bridge that we went over in Florence. And you can see all these shops are like really skinny shops. They're beautiful, but right out the other side is water. You can see them, they're tiny, skinny. It's amazing. And throughout Bath at the moment there's like an owl festival happening. So there's these beautiful owls everywhere, painted different ways and different messages on them. There's that beautiful baby. So we're up at our wild camp at Hackpen Hill, and approaching the hill we saw a very big horse, which we now know to be a 27 metre high horse. It's on the edge of the Marlborough Downs. And it was cut in 1837 by the parish clerk. It's absolutely beautiful up here. Absolutely beautiful. I wanted to get some of the beautiful rolling hills when I came in, but the sun was directly behind it and it killed it all. So there's Betsy Boo Boos for tonight, and then we're going to see friends tomorrow. Yay! Good morning, everyone. So we are catching up with some awesome World Schooling friends who we've met multiple times before, but in Australia, and we're seeing them in their hometown of England today. But while we're waiting, we found this beautiful spot wild camping last night, and I just thought I would share a quick video with you. Absolutely stunning day we've woken up to. Thank you, England. Thank you for letting our last couple of weeks exploring you be done in amazing weather. It really does make such a difference. So hubby behind me here, ever the tinkerer and ever the problem solver, we have a solar blanket that we travel with, which has been absolutely imperative to keeping things charged on the road. Anyone who's on the road full-time knows that, especially if you're moving quickly, that charging can be your greatest challenge, especially with laptops and schooling and work and that sort of thing. You need to be keeping on top of it. So he was just going to lay it on the ground like, you know, normal. However, courtesy of a Grolsch beer bottle, thanks Grolsch, hashtag Grolsch, he has
used the steel off it.
He has used the steel,
molded
and he had a little
my thumbs.
Look, he had his own little work area over here with a Dark Ages rock to bash it into shape, and he's just constructed an adequate hanging device for the solar blanket. So now we have direct solar charge while enjoying our morning coffee and doing schooling. Yay! So we've just pulled up at Barrow Wake Viewpoint, which is not far from Cotswold, and beautiful spot. A little bit hard to find, needs some new signs, guys. going one way. There was no sign to turn in, but when we gave up and went, we'll go back out to the motorway, we then saw a sign going the opposite way to the turn off. So well worth a spot, looking out over the mountains, and that's absolutely beautiful. So the Malvern Hills are right in the distance, the Radnor Forest, Black Mountains over to the left. It's a really nice spot, so we've decided we're pulling up here. We've met with some friends that I've known for quite a while, that travellers, and we stayed with them last night and had a really great time. So we've left their place and we've now just pulled up to have brekkie. So we've arrived in Wales and we've been here before. Look at that lovely clock up there, isn't it lovely? Just be careful when you're driving in Wales. There's shippies everywhere. Can't wait, we're going to visit our friends again and we're so looking forward to it. Gorgeous little bridge we just went over. Lovely little towns. An absolute gorgeous day. Definitely the temperature is dropping, so yes, we'll be making sure we've got our thermals on tonight for me. Lovely, and everything is so green. It's so nice. Really beautiful. So we're leaving our friends, the Wheelers in Wales, after a wet weekend. We had the best time. It's so nice when you feel at home when you're visiting friends. And we foraged for blackberries one last time before jumping in the car.
Sorry, we've emptied the tree.
We've emptied the trees.
No more pie for you.
No more pie. But so until next year, hopefully we can see them again when we come back. So now we're headed to South Wales, and we'll be also checking out Cardiff sometime in the next couple of days before making our way back into England. Not exactly how to pronounce it, but we're currently in Macklemouth, and it was actually the first capital, or the old capital of Wales, which is pretty interesting. In town where we were on our first night, which you will see photos of put up, is actually some really beautiful old buildings. Actually, I think we're coming up to the old clock down here from memory, down the end, and that's pretty cool. Like, we've been to a couple of countries which had an original capital and then, you know, it's changed to another capital for whatever reason. But yeah, this was the first capital of Wales. Absolutely beautiful, some of these old buildings. And there's always a clock. Turn left. Gorgeous.